Alrighty, hello, people, boys and girls. Let's turn on the alerts for it first. Also, I don't think I posted this in Discord yet, because that would have made sense, right? Let me just get the URL. So my mic even on? Yeah, it is, alright. That's also a good thing to check before starting the stream. You reckon I do these things, but quality streamer I am. Live stream in come watch pullers. Oh yeah. Alright. So what are we doing today? Well, we've got a bunch of leaks, all for the selection pack anniversary Duel Link stuff that releases tomorrow. I'm gonna warn you right now. There are some disappointing things we're about to witness, okay? I have been spoiled a little bit. I did watch It's Brad HD's videos. So, not gonna lie, it's gonna be a rough one, I reckon. So if you're expecting a very happy, positive stream, the vibes... the vibes are gonna be lost real quick. Yeah, these smiley faces are... it won't be lasting very long. Alright, let's oh god. Oh god. Alright, what do we do? Should we start with the skill balance update while more people join the stream? Because I actually haven't looked at this. What balance changes happened? What do we got? Oh, that's it? Is Destiny Draw on here? That's the real one. I don't see Destiny Draw. Hang on. We've got It's a Toon World. Master of Rides. Oh, I'm noticing a trend here. Something about is this something to do with Mech Knight maybe? What's it? It's a Toon World and Master of Rides will now work like a middle-aged mech, guaranteeing the use of your computer spell if you go second. Wait, what? Wait, what's the change? Is it so that you can choose where to place it and stuff? Is that it? Oh. So you're telling me we've got a buff for Mech Knight, because we can now play It's a Toon World instead of middle-aged mechs. Poggers. There we go. It's a Mech Knight buff. Perfect. That's what I was looking for, Konami. Thank you. Alright, switcheroo nerfs have been reversed. Oh! Excuse me? What have they done? Huh? That's very relevant. I'll be honest. That one is something I didn't expect to read. Huh. Okay. Not sure. I mean, that's such a tempting offer to just play Cosmic now over MS2 in decks that don't use skills. So I'm sick of using Destiny Draw, and I actually feel that's such a good... There's a few other decks too that pay life points, right? Is there another example deck that pays life points? Have we got any life point payers in chat? We got Dark Lord, that's one. Something that isn't like something that's actually relevant though. Cosmo? If I just type pay, will it show me a bunch? Cosmo. So not really that many actually. Dark Magician, Pog. Evil Eye. It's not really that many, I guess. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Do they use a skill? Yeah, the World Chalice or World Legacy, whichever one it is, do they even use a skill? We play, we can play that now, right? So I don't remember using a skill on that deck list. Maybe I did. Either way, this change is actually kind of neat. I'm pretty sure this will get played somewhere at some point in time, because this is actually like a decent skill now. 1,000 life points ain't that hard to get off. There's a lot of cards that pay 1,000. Pay 1,000 to fix your hand? That doesn't sound too bad to me. Alright, so probably wants to look at the actual stuff. Surprise present being nerfed. Alright, sure. Kind of happy about that, but at the same time, it didn't really affect me. I actually don't think I've been surprised presented once where it actually, like, annoyed me more than just if they had the middle-aged mech skill. Like, it just didn't really change too much. And finally, we have Draw Loan. Draw Loan now sets the Lucky Loan to the field to avoid abuse cases that require skill. Aww. I ever used that for stuff. Alright, anyway. That's enough looking at these interesting changes that are rather irrelevant outside of the surprise present one. I guess switcheroos are right too. Alright, let's have a look at the what we're actually here for. Why is the website all like buggy right now? My mouse is not going where it's meant to be. We're getting Simon Monk in the next mini, most likely, which is why Loan was nerfed. Oh, I see. Konami being a bit using their brains for a change. All right. So how many new cards have we actually got? So we've got the entire structure deck, and we've got up to here, right? So what do you want first, chat? Do you want me to go through the structure deck, or do you want me to go through the selection box first? What do you want? Pick your poison, boys and girls. What do you want to see? You're a vanilla life cost 0 plus Sliver's 9? Yep. The selection box? Alright. Sure. Do structure? The chat's voting selection box first. I don't know. Where's the skill at? Down here? Most people are asking for the selection, so we'll do the structure after. Actually, you know what? No, I've heard this one's the most disappointing part, and I agree with that one chatter that said, where was it? Biggest disappointment first? We'll do the structure first. Alright, so we'll read the skill first, because we, dude, Brad, come on, you work on this website, right? Can we format this better so the skill is right next to the structure deck, so I don't have to spend 20 minutes scrolling? Come on. What's that about? Alright, let's read the skill. Gathering of cards. When you control Queen's Knight, you can summon one of the following monsters during your main phase in addition to your regular normal summon or set. Okay. In addition, the following effects can be used once per duel. Send one level 10 non-dark monster with question mark attack from your hand to the graveyard, and add to your hand one of the following monsters or one monster whose text blah blah blah. Okay. Then add all the following monsters from outside of your deck to the bottom of your deck. Okay. If you use this skill, you can only special summon one monster from your extra deck until the end of the turn. But it only gives you one extra normal summon, right? So you Queen's Knight, then you summon a Jack, and how do you get the third one out? Oh, I see. Oh, this could get all three out. Okay. That ain't too bad. We could get something out of this. I don't know. I haven't read the actual other cards yet, so I don't know how shit they are. At least 10. It contains at least 10 light warrior type monsters. Wait, excluding extra? Like, can we just rank? We can pseudo rank 4 spam with this. I mean, that's pretty relevant, excluding extra. Unless I'm missing something here. I guess you only get one at the end of the turn, but that's kind of nice to, we can actually run tech cards and extra, which is nice. I hate when skills completely lock you out of running things like Malevolent. Yeah, the 1 6 summon's fine. I was worried we'd be, locked out of having any Malevolent or something. It's an extra, but the deck has a new spell that's super good that locks you into Light Warriors first turn. Alright, let's have a look at this deck then. Righty. So it comes with Hermos. Okay. The Claw of Hermos Pog. Alright, then we have our first card.
Woo, Poker Nights. Finally, woohoo. My TCG and first Duel Links deck can be played more.
Your first Duel... Wait, these cards are already in Duel Links? Are they? Oh, they are. I didn't even realise that. I'm going to read them all now anyway, just because I actually haven't remembered what these cards do, or I didn't know we even had them, so... What the hell is it? So, King's Knight. Level 4. When this card is normal summoned while you control Queen's Knight, you can special summon one Jack's Knight from your deck. So, the skill allows us, if we have Queen's Knight, which should be pretty easy to do, because we have a bunch of ways to get a hold of a level 4 normal monster. We can literally one... You guys know the card. The thing that just special summons level 4 straight from deck. Yeah, I can't even remember the name of it now. I'm blanking. But we've got that one spell card. Get the Queen's Knight, activate skill, get King's Knight, summon Jack's Knight. So it's very, very consistent getting all three of these on the field. Very consistent. Yeah, unexpected die, thank you. This knight catches her opponents off guard, dominating. Ooh. Wish you'd dominate me. Dominating them with swift yet graceful attacks. Oh, baby. Alright. And we've got Jack's Knight. A strong master swordsman. His loyalty is to justice. His duty is to protect the weak. He's got a pretty nice stat line, 1900. Alright, not bad. Ayo! Ayo! Not gonna lie though, her armor is way better than this dude's. This dude's got like spiky stuff all over his armor. It ruins the color scheme. Like, come on. Let's be real here. She got way better armor. Her drip is way better. I don't even know what's going on with this fella. I can't even see where his head is. Either way. Alright, so we got Goddess Bow, of course. Then we've got Joker's Straight. Alright. Discard one card. Special summon one Queen's Knight from your deck. Add one King's Knight or Jack's Knight from your deck to your hand. Then immediately after this resolves, you can normal summon one monster. Isn't this what the skill does, though? If the skill does this, why do we need a card that does it? If the card locks you. Okay, I should probably read the rest of the card first. You cannot special summon monsters next to this turn except Light Warriors. During the end phase, if this card's in your graveyard, you can tell one Light Warrior monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. If you do, add this card to your hand. One card, 3 monsters. Yeah, but here's the thing. Isn't this what the skill does? Am I misreading what the skill does? Because if the skill does this, we don't need this card. Because we can get this card out nearly every duel guaranteed with unexpected die and 3 of this card. That's already, with 6 copies in Duel Links, that's not what the skill does? I have to have kings in hand. Send one level 10 non-dark monster. Oh, so you have to, oh yes, the search is from if you have that dude in hand as well, which is the this dude. Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll run this card then. I guess. Send Slifer. Alright, well, it's not a bad card. Summons the three dudes to the field. Man, do I have to? I guess you just... Do I really have to run this card? What does it do? I guess we'll talk about that card in a second. Alright, so not bad. Discard summon 3 is pretty good. We don't really know what we're doing with them yet, because we haven't got to the actual boss monsters and the fusions yet, but obviously summoning 3 cards to the field ain't bad. What? Do we actually have any cards, other than the ones that we're about to show? Is there any actual, was it Lucky 2? Light Warrior monsters or something? Do we have any good light warrior monsters in the game? Got like Utopia. That's not how you spell warrior, dum dum. Ooh, that's a cool one. Oh no, because the third one is in level 4, right? It's mostly just Utopia, right? That's about it. Nothing else super abusable. Photon Lord. Excalibur's pretty useful too. Dante, if you're desperate. Paladin's alright. Any links? I doubt it. Wait, it did say warrior, right? It did, right? I'm not dumb. Oh yeah, it did. Doubt there's any warriors, but we might have one. Not in the game yet. Alright, so not too shabby. We'll talk more about this card when we actually see the boss monster we're summoning with it. Face card fusion. Fusion summon one light warrior fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If you control Queen's Knight, King's Knight, or Jack's Knight, you can use one monster from your deck as fusion material. Okay. Kind of defeats the purpose of having to have all three on the field then, but not bad. I assume this thing takes all three of them, it does. Is it Neos? Can this summon Neos? Can I summon Neos with this thing? No. Interesting. I can literally summon Neos with this thing, right? You just have to control a King's Knight, you activate it, and you have the you use the Neos in deck. Is that I'm not sure why that matters or why that popped into my head, but you summon Neos off of this. Oh no, this is low. No, it is an effect monster, right? I guess you have to have another random. Ah, it doesn't really work. This guy's an effect monster. I don't know why you'd ever want to, but you literally could summon Neos off of this with King's Knight on field. Which is pretty funny. Better than summoning the actual fusion smile. Honestly, not bad though. It means you don't have to get hold of all of them. It might even be worth running one copy of a fucking Brave Neos. Not the worst fusion spell I've ever seen. Fusion spells that use cards from deck are generally pretty good, so can't really complain. Alright, Painful Decision. We know about that card. Pog is actually that we're getting reprints of this. People that don't have it already, because this is a really good card. Really good. Especially if you're like a Metal Face player. Summon Neos Knight. What does he use? Warrior? Ooh, these are oh, that one's so much more relevant. That's actually a good card to summon. They're going to attack a bunch of shit, right? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, no joke. We'd probably play this. Like, actually. That's actually a relevant summon. There's no other cheeky summons we can do, right? Are these light? Ah, nah. It's just Neos Knight, right? Wait, they're light, right? We can summon Shining if you wanted to as well. Why am I looking at... I'm literally not looking at the fusion for the deck list. I'm busy just reading off the cards you can protect. I'm already looking to how to break the cards rather than looking about what you're meant to be looking at. What's going on here? What is happening? Alright. Oh, it's not you, just Nold Art? Oh my god, you know, the thing I just hovered, it's this dude. Oh god. I mean, that guy wasn't that bad. Hang on, we'll get to him. Right, Imperial Bower. If you control no other monsters, you can tribute this card, take 2 different monsters from your deck among Queen's Knight, King's Knight, and or Jack's Knight, and either add them to your hand or special summon each monster. Does this mean we... Oh my... This deck is already looking so weird to run to me. Because every time I'm reading cards like this, I'm like, huh, do we actually need Joker straight? I'm like, I'm going insane. Because, like, the skill allows you, if you have this thing in hand, to just do the combo, right? So do I need this card? Do I need it if I already have this many searches? I've literally got a searcher for the King's Knight now on this card. You need Joker straight, but do you? Do you really? You get the 3 cards on field without it. That's 3 slots for MST right there. Without a discard. Oh, Slifer if you want to run it. God damn it. Now we're just memeing. I think I'm looking too deep into this. I'm just like, oh, like man, like if we can get away without running, that'd be so good. Just don't have to worry about discards. This card's under your searcher. You unexpected die this. You got to search for this dude. I guess you can't unexpected die with this and this, right? But you don't have to, because this guy will just search both of them. Summon both of them, and you can use the skill. You're going to do a slap it at some point? Maybe. Alright, moving on. We'll check out the next card. We'll check out the next card. Arcana Triumph Joker. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send one to Queen's Knight, King's Knight, and Jack's Knight from your hand, or face up monster into the graveyard. Special summon this card. Okay. This card gains 500 attack times the combined number of cards in both players' hands. That's a rubbish effect for Duel Links, I'll be honest. That is a really bad effect for Duel Links. Okay, you can discard 1 card, destroy all face-up cards your opponent. This seems really bad. Like, really bad. I can't be the only one that thinks that for this card, right? This card seems awful. You're not gonna have, like, you don't have there's no way. This has no interaction going first, so it's a going second card, and going second in Duel Links, your opponent's gonna have no cards in hand. So this thing's gonna be like, hell yeah, I have 1000 attack. Right? This thing literally has 1000 attack. If that, because you're discarding a bunch of cards from your own hand. Keep in mind, okay, so we're activating this thing. We're discarding a card, alright? So we're emptying our hand real quick right now. We've already discarded, we've already used Joker straight and a discard. So we've already got 2 cards gone to get the things on the field. So at minimum, we have 2 cards in hand. We're going second, we're trying to wipe our opponent's field. So we have 3 cards, we're going second. So we've got 1500 attack. And we're hoping our opponent kept a card in hand. It's not happening. This is horrible. I tell you, discard the level 10 for straight. Man.
Shut up, Mokuba.
We are missing Joker's Knight, Joker's Wild, Thunderspeed Summon, and Royal Straight.
I heard that we're getting still like newer support for this stuff. And I played against this stuff in or seen this stuff in Master Duel, and it's actually done some pop-off sort of stuff, so this ain't it. Look, this really ain't it. This is like not even worthy of a video currently. I'm gonna reread this card because I don't remember what it does, but I remember this card not being that awful, so I'm gonna check it out. Okay. Queen's Knight, Jack's Knight, yeah. A fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above materials. Once per turn, a spell, a trap card, or monster effect is activated. The target... Oh, yeah, it wasn't bad 50 years ago. I mean, it's not awful. Is Ningirsu the only main non-target right now? The only main target, I mean? I mean, non-target, what am I saying? I don't think there's a non-target filter on here, right? No, that'd be too useful. What's the main things we've got in game right now that out this card if we tried to play it? Like, legitimately. Oh, discard say, oh, why'd you point that out, Brad? Oh, that hurts. Discard the same type of card? Dude, what is that crap? I've got to keep my trap cards in hand to use this. You have to keep your trap cards in hand. Oh my god, what do you make with, oh my god, I'm getting tilted. What am I doing? Konami, how do I make a video out of this? What am I doing? What do you expect me to play? How is this an EX? You have 3,000 gems on this shit?
Shut up, Mokuba.
Or 1,000 gems and whatever
It's
you
both
said?
players' hands, and Joker's Night and Wild, and Thunderspeed Summon came out the same time as Triumph, Straight, and Imperial Bower.
Yeah, I realize it's both players' hands, but you're going second with it, because you're trying to, wipe the field. You're not going to summon this going first, it won't do anything. Like, going second, your opponent's just going to have no cards in hand, so it just doesn't matter. It's going to be a 1,500 attack monster. No, but like, seriously, chat, what do you... If you were the YouTuber right now, in my shoes, what are you building with this? What can you actually make that doesn't, like, completely suck? Utopia Turbo? I'll play a deck for you, thank you. I just don't know what I'm making with this. I guess a 3800 beat stick ain't that bad of a fusion, so I guess it's not that. It's something. And maybe I'm overreacting a bit, because we do get like 3 summons to the field is relevant. Like, we can literally beat our opponent to death with just beaters. Maybe we just play a shit ton of trap cards and just rely on the beaters, like the value we're generating. 6 years to get a fusion, get replayed. I swear, if this deck list turns out to be like the only way people play it, is they're just using the value generation you get off these things to just play a bunch of trap cards. And that's the best we got, that would be so depressing. But I'm pretty depressed looking at this shit. This is awful. Literally do better, Konami. This is garbage. If this deck even turns out to be playable, I'm still disappointed. This is the anniversary. This is literally the anniversary deck for the year, and we get this shit? This is what we got? What did we get last year? It was Dark Magician, right? I don't know how to look this shit up. What did we get last time? Very feeling good night now. Dark Paladin? Dark Paladin's better than this. How do I log in? Get out of here. Even worse? There's no shot. I don't know how to look this up. I give up. I ain't got the effort. Obelisk the Tormentor Turbo? Literally, that ain't a bad strat. I'll be honest. Can we do that? Can we Obelisk the Tormentor Turbo? Can I do that? I guess we're just playing all the god cards and we're memeing. I guess that's what we're doing. Can't be much worse than the fucking Relinquish structure anyway. I'll see what people are doing on DLM. Maybe someone comes up with some broken strat where you just play a bunch of trap cards or Obelisk Smile. Alright, let's move on to something that might be a bit more hopeful, okay? Something that I might have more interest in, rather than just summoning god cards, which we all know are not exactly the greatest. Alright. So first on the agenda, we have A kaiju. Okay. Raiden, the multi-dimensional kaiju. If you special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in attack position by tributing one monster they control, you guys know what kaijus do. If your opponent controls a kaiju monster, you special summon this card. I don't need to explain what kaijus do. You only control one kaiju monster. Once per turn, you can remove 2 kaiju counters from anywhere on the field. Special summon Raiden to... I don't even read the rest of it. It's just a kaiju, okay? It's just got different stats to the other one. 2800 Dark Kaiju. There you go. Cool beans. Oh, isn't the other kaiju is ultra rare, right? Oh my god. It is too. So when this eventually gets out the selection box, it will actually be cheaper for you guys to obtain it. Smile. But what does it do? You see opponent monster, you go bye-bye. That's what kaiju do. Not bad, not bad. This one is small and it's dark, so I'm going to go with Chaos decks. True, true, true. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Not too relevant though, it will mean nothing. If the other kaiju isn't being played that much, this one won't be. And if you're expecting an actual kaiju deck list to exist in Duel Links, it's... I've got some bad news for you. Alright, moving on, moving on. Next card. Generation Force. If you control an Xyz monster, add one Xyz card from your deck to your hand. An Xyz card. Such as? Huh? What's an Xyz card? Who? Yeah, what's Xyz card? What's it referring to? Sold by name. Why does it show me only the A's? Xyz change tactics? Oh god. Anything else? Anything else to look at? anything worth me searching here? Remora? Okay. Okay. Remora's actually a pretty pog one. That's actually pretty pog. I like that. You can use this to search Remora. Okay, I like that. I like that. Not bad. Block. Yeah, that's a no. Import? That's not even in the game. That's not even in the game. So we've got block and reborn. Reborn? Ugh. Alright, so the only one that seems relevant to me is reborn. Not reborn, sorry, Remora. Xyz, what? Slid Dolphin? Oh, is it just a water deck support card? Is that what's going on here? Okay, okay. I'm gonna be honest though, I don't think we need more support for water decks. If you guys have seen the shark deck right now, it's so fucking stacked on like, there's like no room for anything. Like this doesn't make the cut in that. And so far it's the only thing I kept, like the only thing that seemed like interesting to me. So I think it's sort of, but you have to control an Xyz monster for your search, which is pretty depressing, I'm gonna be honest. It is a good combo with Remora though. Very, very good Remora combo. Alright, then we have Dark Ruler No More, the card that I made an entire video on telling people they won't play, and had the entire comment section telling me I was wrong, and then no one played it, so yeah, that's right. That's you, chat, right there. You're my comment section, right? 0 used Dark Ruler so far. Might change in the future. We might eventually get some negates we need to get rid of, but currently, yeah. We don't care about Dark Ruler. This card will probably become relevant in the future, though. But I think actually at the moment, people just use Dark Hole because, I mean, other than Galaxy Eyes, what's going to stop just... I mean, that's going to stop their negates anyway. No one's playing this card, so... Yeah, cool. Then we have Dante. Why are these cards not like a reprint section at the end here? Why are they over here? Whatever. Alright. I was agreeing with you though. Alright. Protecting Spirit Logeth. Okay. I like the card art for this one. It's kind of pretty. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one monster in the field. It cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. That is one of the worst abilities I've read in my life. You can only use each of the following effects of Protecting Spirit once per turn. Okay. If an effect of a fairy monster you control is activated, except during the damage step, you can spirit summon this card from your hand. You can target one face-up card your opponent controls and one attachment monster you control. Banish the opponent's card. If you do, change your monster defense position. Ooh. Okay. Second effect was a lot better. Do we use this as anything though? Probably not. It's a bit... Starry Night? Trickstar? I wouldn't put this in Trickstar. Starry Night might be a thing though. There's no way it goes in Trickstar. There's no room for this. I wouldn't run it. Like, I think I'd prefer to have a Dark Hole in my hand in Trickstar than this card. Is what I'm kind of thinking. Because this is like sort of a going second thing, right? Going first, you don't want to summon this thing because it's not a quick effect. So I think I just prefer to have Dark Hole in hand. And that probably goes for most decks. Dark Lord? That's an interesting one, maybe. Not awful. Starry Night only allows Dragon level 6. Cyberrange? No, Cyberrange has no space. It's too bricky as it is. It's hard enough fitting things in Cyberangel. Maybe one day when they actually get a skill for the deck and we get the release of the other version of What's Her Face, so we get more skills get some skills for Cyberangel going. Yeah, I don't think this card. Can't think potentially of somewhere I'd want to play this. Valkyries, I guess, sure. Them is so concerned with Dark... No, not concerned about Dark Hole being a top staple. I'm saying that I reckon Dark Hole be played over this. Like, if I get a choice. For, like, cards I'm going to fit in my deck, I'm just going to play Dark Hole. Specifically with Trickstar, I'm saying. I'm not sure about other decks, though. I guess it's not an awful card, so I'm sure you can probably stuff it in somewhere. I just don't see, like, somewhere I'd, like, really want it. Normal summon Dream Clown. What is this? Is this... This is not the clown deck, right? Oh my god, it is this thing. Yep. The Dream Clown combo. Holy, you got me there, buddy. Change the clown to defense, pop a card. That's some insane gameplay right there. Alright, next up. Lightning Chidori. This card's actually pretty good. If this... Oh, sorry, 2 level 4 wind monsters. I'm surprised this is in the game already. If this card exceeds summoned, target one set card your opponent controls, return that target to the bottom of the deck. So important to note, if this card is exceeds summoned. So it just comes straight to the field and it removes something. Whereas most of the back row removal cards in this game right now, such as your... There's 2 of them. We've got the... Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. Ghost Trick. The Ghost Trick one, you have to target something. You don't get to just summon it and it removes something. And there's the other one too, the Power Ranger one, which I can't bother look at the name of, which also just targets back row. This one will do it on summon, so your opponent can't just stop you using the removal, like before you get to activate it. So that's actually kind of relevant. Alright. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card and target one face-up card your opponent controls, return that target to the top of the deck. So this card has 2 lots of removal, one of which is going to be, like I said, on summon. The other is not as good, but the other is good, but it's good for a different reason, because it actually targets face-ups. So where are we playing this? Harpy. Yasenju probably would play one copy of this. Because there's plenty of times in Yasenju where you don't draw the removal monster, so you might have to summon this instead to get rid of something. But then again, there's plenty of other things you can summon, like Malevolent Sin, but at least this thing actually gets rid of the thing permanently. Yeah, Super Command is the other one. The other dude. Not bad though, this card's actually good. This card's actually good. It's literally only Harpy and Yasenju, right? There's no other wind level 4s that are super relevant running around. Level 4, anything? Oh, I need to sort by popularity. Ritual based? Speedroid. It's basically just those guys. Alright, not bad though. Rejoice, Harpy players, you've got a new Exceed to play. Alright. Ferocious Flame Swordsman. This exists? They took Flame Swordsman and put him in the gym? Wait, that's kind of sick. I hope this card's good. I really hope this card's effect's good, because that's a cool ass fucking... Look at the card art, looks pretty dope. All warrior so two monsters with different names. All warrior monsters in the field gain 500 attack. If this link summoned card is destroyed a battle or by an opponent's card effect while it's in its owner's monster zone, you can target one non-link warrior monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. Oh. Wait, it doesn't really do anything. Oh. Never mind. It's not bad. I mean, you can play it in Goki if you want to, I guess. That's something. Man, look how cool he looks. How can you give him such a lame effect with such a cool card art? That's just... I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. He's not... I mean, he's not terrible. You're not going to put him in Goki though, because Goki's extra deck is giga stacked. Like, there's literally no room in that deck. You just wouldn't put him in there. Not a shot. But other warrior decks, you can probably chuck him in. He'll probably see some play, because it's the same as the, I bring this up every time we see these stat buffing cards, because we're in like we've got like nightmare cards now. When you just run the nightmare cards over this, right? But some of the other link cards, like I forget the name of them, but the link cards that buff attacks for different like water attribute or fire attribute, they all get some play in different places, but yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if people do run this just like filler. But at the end of the day, we've been getting a Chimera now, so there's literally no reason to really run this. Yeah, Mistar Boy. It's basically like Mistar Boy. And Mistar Boy, as you can see, does actually see play in this game. It even sees some play in Master Duel, so 8%? Oh my goodness. Mate, this is a top 100 global KC Cup deck list, alright? Don't talk shit about my boy Mistar. So yeah, same thing. I would say it's a free-to-play card, but it's in a selection box, so... Alright, moving on. Vampire Sucker. 2 zombie monsters. If you would tribute a monster for a tribute summon, you can tribute a zombie monster your opponent controls. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, I like that. That is some good zombie world tech right there. You can use easy flying effects on that one per turn. You can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your opponent's side of the field in defense position, but it becomes a zombie tuner. If a zombie monster is special summoned from either graveyard, draw 1 card. Aha. So it's like a draw 1 for any zombie deck if you need to draw 1. Stop, Brat. Settle down, buddy. Settle down. You need to chill out there, buddy. Are you sure Mistar is a selection pack? No, we're talking this guy's selection pack only. Swordsman over here. Alright, this card's pretty cool. Probably not all that great, I'm gonna be honest. But, it's cool. Do we have a zombie world searcher yet? We don't, right? So just hard draw zombie world at the moment. Yep. There's a skill that does it, actually. There's a skill that turns stuff into zombies. Or is that just for graveyard?
Shut up, Mokuba.
You can use him to extend in decks that have at least one warrior in their archetype. They don't have to be all warrior.
Alright. Where is it? Phosphorus Army. All monsters on the field. Yeah, so you can use Phosphorus Army with this, which is pretty cool. See, I'm reading this card, and I'm already like, hell yeah, I might be able to make a video out of this just for a good meme. As opposed to reading this stuff and being like, holy shit, my brain. I don't know what I'd play this in though. It's like you can put it in what, Vampire? Zombie decks and Duel Links are a lot more limited than Master Duel. And what zombies do we have? We literally have Shiranui. Shiranui's a funny one though. Literally Shiranui summon out the things, get 2 dudes on field. They just tribute summon their monster. It's gonna be vampire. It's gonna be something that has high level in it. So it's literally only vampire, right? What else uses high level? It's only vampire. Oh shit, monarch? Monarch, boys? Monarch? We monarching? Oh, I love Dark Dust Spirit. He's real fun. Vendred doesn't have any tribute summons in it though. So it's looking like it'd be a zombie sort of game, and zombies are not... Oh, sorry, vampire sort of game. I mean, vampires aren't that bad, I guess. There's something. They're an okay-ish deck. You can sort of play them. Might be worth making a meme out of, we'll see. Also, the good thing about vampires too is they do damage to your own life points, so you'll probably get your Phosphorus Army skill off pretty quickly to use with Vampire Sucker to tribute summon your opponent's stuff, which is pretty cool. Alright, Dark Arm the Dragon. I assume that's what you're talking about, Ethan. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by having exactly... That's a very important thing to note. Exactly. 3 dark monsters in your graveyard. You can banish 1 dark monster from your graveyard and target 1 card on the field. Destroy that target. Dad, you came back, Dad. I mean, we've got Levianeer now, so it's kind of like, I mean, we have Levianeer. Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see this card seeing play. The exact thing is a pretty big killer. It's like really cool, and it's like on your first turn you're able to like set it up perfectly. But then after that, if like you draw this any other time, God, it would feel awful. Draw it in your BA deck after your fucking second turn, you're like, oh shit, my graveyard's got 62 dark monsters in it. Oh. Does he know? What don't I know? I don't know the meme, if that's not bad. There's some specific meme where everyone's saying dad. Your summoning isn't once per turn. Okay. It doesn't seem that relevant to me. Maybe I'm just like super copying because I'm reading most of the other cards in this fucking review so far and they're all garbage. Maybe this one's actually just god tier. But don't you just play Levianeer? Isn't Levianeer just better? Come on. This thing's limit 3 on release? Is it? I guess they're scared of Thunder Dragon. They're like, please, no more Thunder Dragon. Please, don't you dare become meta relevant. Oh, we've had enough. Yeah, I would have thought Levy was better, in my opinion, but I guess they don't want this played with Levy. I guess that's the reason. They're like, hey, if you want to play Levianeer,
Card games on motorcycles!
I just limited 3. Yeah, I guess they just actually don't want this played with a Pioneer. They're scared of chaos, I guess. I guess, to be fair, a good way to actually get exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard would be to use Leviathan to banish the other ones, you know? So I can kind of see that. It would probably be a lot more playable with Leviathan in the game. I guess you can play these like Chaos Sorcerer and stuff that sort of empty your graveyard for the extra ones. You can't take down a Dark Magician. Huge match. Element Saber? I mean, who's playing Element Saber? Go on. Element Saber in current year? I don't know, I don't think this card's gonna be that relevant. If it could be played with Leviathan, it might have some sort of chance, but without it, I don't see it being that fantastic. Wait, it's probably a stupid question, but it says exactly 3 dark monsters. You can have, like, light monsters in the graveyard as well, right? Like, you can do that. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure I've used these cards before and they do that. Like, you can have, like, light or fire or other attributes in the graveyard. Yes? Yeah, yes, okay, good. Because that could be read the other way. But yeah, okay. Sure. Alright, there's probably some Chaos decks that can use it. It might be worth making a video on if I pull a couple of it. Just make another Thunder Dragon video, call it a day. Alright, Nightmare Cerebus. Another card to fill up our really small extra deck monsters for Duel Links. Do I need to explain what this card does? 2 monsters with different names. If this card is link summoned, you can discard 1 card to target 1 special summon monster in your opponent's main monster zone. That little line there is the main reason this card is like pretty average compared to things like compared to Unicorn, because you can't hit the extra monster zone with it. If this card is co-linked, blah blah, draw 1 card. Oh yeah, and you can use the effect once per turn. Co-linked monster you control can be destroyed by card effects. So Cerebus is a card that I expect to see play in a lot of extra decks with the space, but unfortunately, if we're playing extra deck monsters, you won't want to run it. You won't want to run it because you can't really target most of the important stuff. But in saying that, there's actually, I think most decks in the meta are extra deck right now, right? What have we got that isn't? I mean, Mekk-Knight sorta. Inferno. It's not looking too good. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's probably the exact same as what Master Duel is, where you can run this card, but you're probably just going to be playing Phoenix and Unicorn over it most of the time. But if you have the space, you can probably slip this one in as well. If we add Masquerader in the game, this card becomes infinitely better, because you can just target their monsters before they do their summoning, but we don't, so. So we're probably just playing Phoenix and Unicorn over this. But it's not an awful card. I expect it to see play occasionally. If you've got space in your extra deck for something, you can toss it in. It's not a bad card. It's definitely, like, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad card by any means. It's just not as good as the other 2 Nightmares. Alright, a card that is kind of scary to read. Ono Mato Power, blah blah blah. You can only activate 1, okay, per turn. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Add up to 2 of these monsters from your deck to your hand. Ooh. 1 Subaba, 1 Garg. Ooh. Oh, this card is really good. This card is really good. They gave you the Onomat skill as a card. They certainly did. This card is really good. Because you might be like, but this card has a discard involved. In Onomat. A discard in Onomat. Oh no. Don't put my Utopia in the graveyard so I can resummon it instantly. Oh no. Don't put my it's do-do-do, right? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, oh no, please, please don't put my, no, not my 2 dwarf, don't put that in the graveyard, oh no. No, please. Any baby dragon support? Hell no. Hey, this is a Joey card though, there you go. Oh no, not my Onomat. Yeah, this card is a lot more terrifying than I think, I think this card is going to be a bit underrated on first glance. Because Onomat's been gone for a while, but no joke, it wouldn't take much to be able to set up the same boards they were doing. And those boards are pretty decent. Just even having just 1 negate, 1 pop is... It's pretty good in Duel Links, it's pretty good, I'll be honest. So I think this card is really good. I would probably be making an Onomat video from this. Hopefully I pull more than 1 copy.
Shut up,
Rage.
Mokuba.
Loom getting war flashbacks from reading the
Oh,
cards.
I certainly am. Then the only thing that keeps this card from actually making Onomats super pog is the fact it's in a selection box and it's an ultra rare. That's that's the only downside here. The actual card itself is really it's scary looking. This is how Dark Lord name was when we played. Does Onomat have protection from Dark Hole, by the way? I know most decks aren't do or die by the fact can they survive Dark Hole, but I was just wondering if they do. They don't, right? It's only monster negate and 1 pop is what they're setting up. At least that's what they used to set up. Yeah, it's Rhino Bus and 1 monster negate. Did you know Gaga Sister has another effect? What? Alright, yeah, this card's really insane. I'd expect to see Onomats resurging for a little bit. Will they reach tier levels? Probably not. Who fucking knows? I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because this card is really bonkers. But we'll see. Alright, Gizmek Kaku, the Supreme Shining Sky Stag. Wow, that's a mouthful. If a monster is in the extra monster zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so that's yours or your opponent's. You can target 1 face-up monster in the extra monster zone, equip that face-up monster to this card. Okay. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon one of your monster cards equipped to this card. So if you yoink your opponent's monster, you can't summon it with this effect, then I'm assuming. So it's a card you can special summon in any deck to remove a monster on the field. But you can? If it's your opponent's card? Why is it worded so silly then? It's yours now? God, that wording is so bad then. Be way better clarifying on that stuff. Or just remove the fact where it says your, to sort of just... You can special summon an equipped in monster or something. It's awful wording. No, because the fact it says your monster card's equipped to this card when you're yoinking your opponent's card. I'm not sure how it still count. Why it says your monster then when it's equipped as a spell card. It's just silly. I think it should just say you can special summon an equipped monster to this, right? Or something like that. It's weird that it just says your. I don't know. It's odd to me. It's like a needless confusion. Either way. So it's good going first as an extender. And going second, we can remove shit. What are we using this in? Where are we putting this? It's not awful. It's pretty good. But where are we putting you? Toss it in Mech Knight for even more fucking going second blows. VFD Turbo. What did the other Gizmek do? Because we got another one, right? That got 0 play. What'd that do? Let's see, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know how to think about this card because this card to me looks very similar to cards like this, where it's like, I mean, it's got a cool effect, it does cool stuff, but like the only reason you'd play cards like this, because they're out of archetype cards, is that they're taking slots of your out of archetype stuff. So this is taking the slot of your Book of Moon, your Mystical Space Typhoons, your trap cards that bounce things to hand, right? So like, what are we actually playing this in? There might be some machine deck you'd want to play it in, but it's sort of like, it's just kind of odd to take those slots away, you know? It has to be good enough to be better than playing a Book of Moon, is what I'm saying. So the card reads good, it looks good, its effects are good, but it takes the slots of the Book of Moons, of the Mystical Space Typhoons and stuff, you know? Which is really hard slots to steal. Especially in a 20 card game, you know? So I think there has to be like a specific reason we want this, such as machine deck needs a high level machine. Otherwise, it's like, do we need it? I don't know. Like the link deck is an interesting idea because we can use this as an extender. So maybe you'd use it in like, I don't know, can Code Talker use this? As a Code Talkers need specifically Cyverse. Invoke support? True. Actually true. Maybe for Orchest? Maybe. I don't know, it's really hard to slot cards like this. They're very hard to predict whether or not they'll actually see play or not. Very hard. Deck doesn't stand to rate, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm not super, like, I don't expect to see much of this outside of a deck that specifically needs a machine. Because it's just kind of like, yeah, like I said, maybe I'm completely wrong on this and everyone's going to run this as their new OTK killer because you can just summon a 2700 beat stick, kill your opponent by banishing their shit or whatever, but I don't know. It ain't bad, it's just, it takes up certain slots, so it ain't bad though, it's not bad. I wouldn't be surprised if it sees play, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Alright, now here's a card where I'd be surprised if it didn't see play. Ice Dragon's Prison. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon it to your field. Wow, I just got myself a monster reborn. Its effects are negated. Then you can banish one monster from both players' fields that have the same type as each other. Wowee. Limit 3, by the way. Hey, I don't have the other bounce card, so if I'm going into the selection box, I'm getting 3 of this. I'm putting this in my Trickstar deck instantly. Get it in there. As quick as possible. I feel like Duel Links is like even worse than most, like even worse than Master Duel for having like everything being the same type. Because everything's like all based around skills, everything's based around like very like close archetype stuff. Like let's have a look at the tier list real quick, hang on. Are any of these decks using things with different types? No. Psychic? No. In D&D, you're all Fiend, right? You're literally all Fiend. You're literally all Fiend. Okay, next, we've got Goki. You're literally all Warrior. Every single one of you is a Warrior. Alright, what else we got? Infernoid. You're literally all the same, aren't you? Literally all Fiend. What else we got? Salamangreat? I mean... they're all Cybers. Alright, what do we got? Trickstar? They're literally all, they're all Fairy. So this card is probably going to be the most broken trap card in the game by a long shot. This card is... I don't want to swear on YouTube anymore, but this card is effed, okay? This is really strong. Like, yeah, really good. Very good. It's literally, the fact it's got a monster reborn as well, so you don't even have to. Imagine, right, your opponent uses their monster reborn, you just use this card, yoink their card, mine now. Like, it's messed up. Yoinking your opponent's stuff and banishing their stuff. It's nasty. Hot take, it's good, but Compulse is easier to use in hit road deck. You say easier to use. I just went through the tier list and pointed out every single deck is using types only. Like all singular types. Like the only thing that's be hard to get rid of certain monsters will be extra deck cards. Because they might have different, like, out-of-art type extra deck monsters. Like, you won't have trouble using this. It's going to be usable very, very regularly. Gonna love the 3 best traps in the game all being paywalled. Yeah. To be fair though, if you're gonna go, if they're all limited to 3, then going into a selection box means you can only play one of them anyway. So you just have to go into one of the. You just have to choose which selection box you're going into if you're gonna go into any of them. Which I'm probably gonna go into this one because I want content. I had like 7 days in a row I didn't do an upload, and my fucking wherever it is, my Sky Striker video is absolutely flopping right now for some reason. Don't know why that's happened. So I need content. Alright, final card. We have Mind Control. Target one monster your opponent controls. Until the end phase, take control of that target, but it cannot declare an attack or be tributed. This is going to be the Suck My Dick Galaxy Eyes card for starters. Alright. Holy shit, this will feel so good into Galaxy Eyes. You can yoink their annoying monster and then use it to go into your own Galaxy Eyes. If you hate Galaxy Eyes so much, you can run Mind Control and you can just run the Galaxy Eyes that can spawn on top of other Galaxy Eyes, right? You yoink their Exceed and you just make your own out of it. Like, this is actually the screw you Galaxy Eyes monster. Oh, I'm excited to do that. I hate playing against Galaxy Eye on ladder right now. This is, whew. We gotta be fucking him up with this card. Yeah, I mean, the thing about cards like this, though, is it's going to be... The play rate of this card is pretty similar to what Dark Hole would be. In that, it's, like, good going second, good going first, though, it doesn't do anything. So it's kind of like... I don't know, it's... The card's really good, but it's really hard to sort of justify... If you're not playing a specifically going second deck, for example, it's kind of hard to justify wanting to run this card, I guess. Like, you have to make the debate, would you want this or Book of Moon? Because Book of Moon does similar stuff in that you stop your opponent having their annoying monster, which is generally because these cards are to get rid of annoying negates or get rid of annoying quick effects or whatever. But I guess this one can target, you know, like monsters or whatever. Yeah, then there's Dark Hole as an option. You use Dark Hole instead of this. Maybe. To be fair, I think this card's actually better than Dark Hole in current meta, simply because there are so many people playing things like Galaxy Eyes. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. And also Trickstar, which is immune to Dark Hole as well. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, just it's currently on the tier list, Trickstar. I don't know if you guys heard. I don't know how it got there. I don't know any particular reason the Trickstar got on there playing 3 effects. I don't know how that happened. I just... humble brag. Man, my control is 10 times better going second, but Book of Moon's more versatile, yeah. That's literally the argument for it. For or against. I suspect you'll see play, but I don't, like, suspect you'll see a whole lot of play. It'll be like... Because a lot of people are just going to play, yeah, people that are playing Dark Hole will probably use this card instead, or maybe it just depends what they feel like playing. But this one's the more exciting card. This one's kind of like, cool, we now have a good side deck card, for example. If I know I'm against a Galaxy Eyes player, I'm siding this in every fucking game. I'm running 14 of this. But, yeah. Other than that, it's... Because obviously you can yoink your opponent's start. You don't have... I was specifically going for that Galaxy Eyes dumb combo, but you can use this to just go into any Link monster. So you just yoink their opponent's monster, link out a Nightmare Unicorn or something. So, yeah. Alright, so what have we got? What is the final conclusion from this stuff? Wait, some Raid Raptor stuff. What the hell? I think I'll worry about this stuff when the character comes out. I kind of want to know what other stuff he's got before we worry about that stuff. So what is the, what's the verdict, chat? What do you reckon? And all the stuff we've been seeing. What's the verdict? I'm gonna try to be an SR in my opinion. I think I'd be fine with it as an SR. To be fair, I'd also be fine with it as a limit 1 instead of the Mirror Force, just because I think Mirror Force is such a garbage card. The fact that it's got the limit 1 on it just pisses me off. Poker Knight minus TM minus 1. I will be looking at DLM Discord very content. Oh, not contently. I don't know what the word is. Just looking at it, just staring at it, trying to find, seeing if anyone comes up with any cool ideas. Because from the looks of things, you generate a lot of value with it. So maybe just the value generation alone is enough to make some good memes. Making God cards playable is also a thing. Just summoning out. I mean, maybe summoning Obelisk is literally a play. Because, like, other than Dark Hole, what non-target exists? Other than Gearsu and Dark Hole, like, the only real non-targets, right? So maybe just summoning Dark Hole's enough. Slifer, pretty cool card you turbo out. I mean, the fact that it reduces to 0 is pretty nasty. It loses instantly to Mech Knight, though. But that's the thing. Yeah, Slifer Turbo, you can do Obelisk. Slifer makes a bit more sense because you're using it in combination with the skill, right? So we actually... There's only one copy of each of the God cards in game, though, right? So you can only run... No, we have... Wait, do we have 2 Obelisk? We have 2 Obelisks, don't we? Because we have an Alt Art. Same with Ra. We have 2 Ra as well. We have an Alt Art Ra, don't we? Is Slifer the only one we don't have an Alt Art for? I'm pretty sure we have an Alt Art Obelisk. Oh, one is skill locked? Oh, okay. So only 2 Ra. I mean, Ra is my favorite, but I don't know what to do with this deck. This one's such a stump on what I'm gonna do with it. I'm sure there's something. I'm sure I'll figure out something. Even if it's just a meme, make a God card deck, lose 50 games in a row, get 1 win, upload it, call it a day, that kind of shit. I also don't know what video I'm going to make out of this specifically, because there's a lot of, like, generic stuff in here. I guess Onomat is probably the main one. We're probably selection boxing on repeat to try to find this. And resetting as soon as we do. It'll hurt, though, because I want Ice Dragon's Prison, but... These are the 2 cards I care about the most. I would like this as well for a potential video, but these are the 2 we care about. So I think I'm going to dig into this box and look for the Onomat. Because I'd love to make an Onomat video. I think that'd be real fun. The Vamp one would be pretty fun too, because you can do a lot of I think actually playing Vampire with this with Phosphorus Army would be hella fun. Just tributing your opponent's monsters, because you just summon out vampires, tribute your opponent's monsters after using Phosphorus Army. Sounds so much fun. Use the Giga Suck monster. Where is she? Where's my girl? There it is. There she is. Vampire Vamp. Giga Suck. When's it gonna be released? Literally tomorrow at... I don't know for you guys. For me, it's 10:30, but for you guys, I don't know. By the way, expect a stream tomorrow, because I'll probably be doing a stream wasting money on the selection pack. So if you want to watch me waste money on this box, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, guys, I think that's enough for today. We'll be back again tomorrow, which will be roughly 7-ish hours from now. Yeah, actually about 7-ish hours from now, so I should probably sleep. So yeah. Double suck. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, back tomorrow. And yeah. It's been cool, guys. It's been fun. Thank you all for tuning in. Got a decent turnout for a interesting stream, so thank you all. Don't make another Polo Photoshop meme tomorrow? No. Alright, later, Ethan. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you.